What's going on, guys? Doomwake here. Welcome back to some more Pioneer content on the channel. Before we continue, please do me a big favor. It really helps out the channel if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content. And most importantly, let me know what you thought of the video in the comments section down below. And if there's any new ideas that you guys want to see. I know we've been kind of mixing in some discussion videos, and, you know, I did like the Pioneer metagame. I'm going to try to make that a weekly reoccurrence. We did the Pioneer top 10 ban cards. Maybe we could do that for Modern as well. There's some ideas that I got coming down the pipeline. But if you guys have anything that you want to see personally, let me know down below. With all of that said, we are going to be playing with some cats today. So Ygra, Eater of All is the card you see on your screen right now, and this is kind of a big one. So more recently, since Bloomborough has dropped, there's been a lot of people playing sacrifice decks, but maybe not the sacrifice decks that you would be used to if you have only seen the Rakdos versions, because now they're splashing green for Ygra, Eater of All. So for those of you who don't know, Ygra turns everything into a food, your stuff and their stuff. It has the ward cost of sack a food, so basically sack a creature, and then when a food is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you get 2 counters on it. Now, because it turns everything into a food, if you have 2 Cauldron Familiars, one in play, one in the graveyard, or just somewhere, if you have 2 Cauldron Familiars in the vicinity of the game that you are currently playing, they're probably dead. Because one cat sacrifices to return the other cat, that one goes to the graveyard, sacrifice cat to return the other, and you get the idea. It sets up an infinite combo where you just drain your opponent out. So these sacrifice decks before, how they were much more value-oriented. They're really into playing a bit of a longer game, grinding out with Fable and Mayhem Devil and Deadly Dispute, and now they are sort of just combo decks. Because not only do you have the Ygra plus Cauldron Familiar, you also now have Scavenger's Talent, which I didn't realize that the classes were going to look like that when I did move the camera here. So let me just move this down for a second so you can see this in all of its glory. So for 1 mana, you get the first chapter, which is whenever one or more creatures you control die, you make a food. So every time you go through that Cauldron Familiar loop where you're sacrificing it to Oven, bringing it back by sacking a food, you're up a food in that exchange because you're sacking the cat to get 2 food, you're sacking 1 food to bring back the cat. So it's just more material. Chapter 2, for 2 mana, when you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. So there's sort of this weird line where you can, early on, you most of the time will want to target yourself because you want to sort of mill stuff over until you find the Ygra, you know where this is going. So you can actually just sort of self-mill yourself until you eventually find the Ygra. Once you have a Ygra in the graveyard, then we go and take a look at Chapter 3, or Level 3, I guess. Beginning of your end step, you sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents, then return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. So you get the Chapter 2, sacrifice some stuff with blood tokens, Deadly Dispute, Fable the Mirrorbreaker treasure tokens, foods to cat, you plenty of ways to sacrifice stuff. Turbo mill yourself, eventually find a Ygra. Get to level 3, put the Ygra into play, and then all of that work that you've done by self-milling yourself, in the process you've probably found a couple of Cauldron Familiars. So it's sort of just like a 1-card combo. It does take a little bit of time, but the talent itself is just represents so much in terms of what it finds you, how much value it generates you, and I gotta tell you, this is a card that I definitely overlooked in the spoiler season. When I first saw it, I was like, it seems kind of slow, but the more I play with and against it, it is probably the backbone and the card that just does the most work in these decks. Now, as far as removal is concerned, we have kind of your typical fare. So Fatal Push is our main piece of interaction in the main deck. We have a couple of Claim the Firstborns to steal creatures and sack them to Witch's Huff and Deadly Disputes. We're down to 1 copy of Unlucky Witness. You got to make room for the Scavenger's Talents and the Ygra somewhere, and this is probably the single weakest card in the deck. The other thing we have done is move the Thoughtseizes to the sideboard. Rakdos Sacrifice was typically playing Fatal Push and Thoughtseize in the main, but because we got to make room for stuff, that is what ultimately got cut. 4 Witch's Oven, 4 Bloodtithe Harvester, 4 Deadly Dispute, 4 Fable the Mirrorbreaker, 4 Mayhem Devil. Those are mostly all self-explanatory. But yeah, I mean, you have the ability to do the same long game sacrifice stuff that you did before, where you flip Fable, copy Mayhem Devil with Cat Oven, Deadly Dispute, Treasures, Bloodtithe Harvesters. Like, you have plenty of ways to do that, but you also now, because you have Scavenger's Talent plus Ygra, you now have a way to race the decks that you were previously really bad matchups, like Lotus Field and decks that can kill you faster. You actually have a reasonable way to try and race those now with Scavenger's Talent and the Ygra combo. So I really do like this new approach to Sacrifice. Not sure if the numbers for like this exact version, the flex spots I think are really just the 2 claims and the 1 witness. I can't really imagine cutting anything else. Maybe you could dip into the Fatal pushes. You could maybe talk me into cutting the 4th copy of Fatal Push, but everything else you kind of have to play. So this deck is really tight on space. And then as far as the mana base is concerned, because we're adding a 3rd color, we have less utility lands than previous Rakdos Sacrifice decks did. They had multiple hives and dens and all that stuff. We really only have 1 Castle Locthwain with a bunch of shock lands and other assorted dual lands. And then as far as the sideboard is concerned, you might notice we have Jegantha in the sideboard along with Meathook Massacre. It is a little awkward where you're going to lose the Jegantha when you board in the Massacres, but Massacre is too important in the mirror match because it's sort of the abilities on it. Whenever a creature you control dies, they lose a life. Whenever their creatures die, you gain a life. Having that to be able to break up or like to break up their Cat Oven combo or break up their Ygra Cat combo, or sort of like make yours a little bit better. It fudges the numbers on how much damage they can deal with Cat in the mirror match, so it is pretty important there. Feed the Swarm to be able to kill Leyline of the Void, Thoughtseize for the combo decks and control decks, 1 Furnace Reins for stealing big things, and Abrade, mostly here for killing Hearse, but can also kill stuff like Parhelion out of Greasefang, Smuggler's Copter, things like that. Rending Volley for Phoenix and Blue-White Spirits, Ob Nixilis for control, and then 3 Hearse for Phoenix. So, I mean, that is the deck list. This is sort of how Sacrifice is being built. I haven't really seen a lot of Rakdos, and really the only version that people are playing these days is the one with Ygra. So, if you are a Sacrifice gamer, this is probably the video for you. With all of that said, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. They have to have food to kill Ygra? No, so that's kind of the joke, right? Ygra makes every permanent or every creature into a food. So the ward cost of sacrificing a food means that because their creatures are turned into food, they can sacrifice a creature because Ygra makes their creatures into food. But it sort of has this Vein Ripper effect, where Vein Ripper was hard for a lot of decks to kill because there are some decks that just don't put a lot of creatures into play. And like Blue-White Control, for example, you know, they have a relatively hard time killing this because they just don't play creatures, even though, you know, they don't have food, obviously, but they also don't play creatures, so what is up with these one-landers? Come on! I can't with the one-landers. Alright. I see ya. We may have to restart the league. 22 lands, which is normal for Sacrifice. Yeah, that's what I'm not sure about. I have no idea if you take out Ygra in the mirror. I haven't played the mirror enough, but... Are they playing Blue-White? Could be Phoenix. I think if they're playing Blue-White, we're just going to move on. Thing in the Ice. Yeah, boarding it out in the mirror does make sense. Because you don't want to be in a situation where, like, if you play, like, basically the first person to play Ygra just kind of loses because they can combo off of your Ygra. So it does make sense to board it out in the mirror match. ...2019 Phoenix. 2019 called they want their Phoenix deck back. I mean, hey, Thing in the Ice is good against mono green. Getting attraction. What is blood cooking? Is Vehicle still dead? I uploaded a YouTube video of Vehicles yesterday. But to answer your question, yeah, kinda. Tapland, by the way. No, I don't know. I mean, I think that there is a good way to build vehicles. I would probably not recommend playing the cards that I played. I had 2 main deck Hearses. Those you probably don't need to play. I had What's the other card that I had? Hunter's Talent, which I didn't like. I wonder if there maybe is a build that has Innkeeper's Talent, though, because that one does seem pretty good. But the main deck curses were bad. The Hunter's Talents were bad. I don't know. I mean, the core is still there, you know. What is going on? I'm getting rallied. I am getting rallied. What's up, Rage Koala? Thank you for the kind words. Hope you have a good day. Jesus. Ding, 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 ding. Sure would be nice if I had an oven to put that cat into. Vehicles is probably neither faster nor stronger than just mid-range Rakdos. Yeah, I mean, it probably is faster. Like, I would say it's most likely faster. But the other issue is that you are making your deck a little bit weaker to Fiery Impulse because you're kind of relying more on the Llanowar Elves. And if against the Fiery Impulse Fatal Push decks, your draws just kind of don't line up that well because the situations where your elf dies, like when your elf dies, for example, and they kind of just sort of time walk you where you can't play a 3-drop early and so on and so forth. So it does make those draws a lot more awkward, and it just makes their removal better. This Ral's on 9, by the way. I'm a little bit scared of this Ral. Monka. Little scared of this little otter over here. I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Getting cruised. You know, part of me, I think we're dead. I think we're dead. I think we're done here. I'll let him cook a little bit, though. I'll let him chef it up. Deaf not dead. I mean, I guess we could draw Ygra. Whoa. Deals X to any target. It deals X plus 1 instead if that target... I'm trying to read the card. Deals X plus 1 instead if that target is a creature or planeswalker. So now I can get back the cat. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. I'm only doing one fantasy draft this year, and it's tomorrow. I'm actually doing it for the Dive Down podcast. They have their... Am I milling myself? Yeah, to find second cat. But yeah, we're doing the draft tomorrow. The Dive Down boys invited me to do it in theirs. This thing is first strike, so I guess I'll block here. Streamer, read the card. Streamer, read the card. Wait. Streamer, read the card. Remember that thing I just said about reading the card? I didn't actually read the card, as it turns out. As it turns out, did not read the card. The card has not been read. Did not realize it only triggered once per turn. To be honest with you, this is the first time that I've played the card, okay? You can't blame it on me. It's not my fault. Call that a rookie mistake. It's bound to happen at some point. Sending full blame. Can't do that. I'll let you send... Here, I'll make a trade-off. I'll let you send full blame for 5 gifted. How about that? It is the card's fault. Okay, streamer, triggers once each turn. Noted? I'm going to need you to write that down, chap. I'm going to need you to write that down, that it only triggers once per turn. Noted? I'm not going to declare a block. Yeah, that's true. Probably a little too good if it did. Juan Juan. Il Juan Juan. What's our best draw here? Probably Ygra. Ygra. Yeah, if they can give Nadu 2 triggers, why not the talent, right? It would just be like, whenever a creature you control, or creatures you control have, quote, when this creature dies, create a food. This ability triggers twice each turn, end quote. I fixed talent. Bro, did I even discard the card? What the hell? You're lying to me over here. Okay, I'm gonna fully read the card now. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, target player mills 2 cards. Beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice 3 other non-land permanents. If you do, return a creature. Okay, so we don't want to do that yet. I'm gonna hold the land. All right, I've now read the card twice, which means I fully understand what it does, right? We have the full reading comprehension. Now, even though I know what it does, doesn't mean that I can utilize the card to its fullest potential. Why are they not ulting this, by the way? What does the ult do? Draw 3 cards. You get an emblem with instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm. Yeah, why didn't they ult? That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, talent would be fine if it said twice per turn. You gotta throw some quotation marks in there somewhere. Alright, -8, by the way. Chat, take 8. Okay, now we can do this. We still could win this game. Did not mill a cat or an Ygra. Go there. That triggers. We get the food. I'm at 7. Okay, that's not going to help. Alright, I pass. I pass. Do you think they just have the 3rd light up the night? What do you think? Do they have the 3rd copy? Surely not. Oh, it has flashback. Wait, they do have the 3rd copy. They could use Rao's Loyalty? Wait, so they actually have the 4th copy too, is what you're telling me. Prepare the 07s. Alright, I am dead. I'm dead. That's why they didn't use the ult. Okay, I'm now understanding what's going on here. Alright, seize my ass. They don't play creatures, so that's probably not very good. Hearse is not that bad against the flashback spell. And I do not want any pushes, nor claims. And I'll play 2 Hearse. Cool. I'll play 1 Hearse. Hearse is not that good. Yeah, so they could have copied the previous Fireball, but they didn't have any... It seemed like they probably didn't have any spells beforehand, because otherwise they would just go, like, cantrip, then storm the Fireball. So they probably just didn't have spells to be able to use the Storm. Alright, seize ya. Seize these nuts. Anger, consider, slight, thing, cruise. I don't like the way this guy looks at me, so I'm going to take him. Does he even have eyeballs? Well, I guess the backside does, right? Alright, Hall Slight. Let's go... Hearse? Yeah, I can wait on that. Wait, I'm just now realizing I forgot they cast Cruise, and I only boarded in 1 Hearse, but thankfully, you only need 1 Hearse. That's how that works, right? Because you don't want to draw 2 Hearses. The second one's not very good, right? You never want to draw 2 of them. Nah, they don't have Abrade. They do have Spell Pierce. Pierce me. Pierce me. That is acceptable. Yeah. No, that was bad. That was not one of your better ones. Is this pain? Can we ban Sidana now? I mean, I've already been thinking about it. I have been strongly considering it. If you make a joke that bad, then, you know. Oh, wait, I should have used the hearse. Now if they have untapped land, they can punish me. Fuck. Too busy talking to chat. This is all your fault, alright? All your fault. Wait, they didn't use it? Really? Okay. I misclicked. I meant to do this in response. Playing too fast, chap. Let's go here. And here. Your turn. Wait, did I do it again? Did I do it again? Alright, here. There. Alright, we figured it out. This is what happens when I play too fast. I gotta slow down, man. I gotta slow down. Slow down. No, not my cat. How could you do this? What did my cat ever... Brother! No! Stop. Is it time to go on the offense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's almost as like there should be a number somewhere on this card, so I wouldn't have to count every single time. The answer is yes, though. We go beatdowns. Because it's kind of like a 2-turn clock. It is chat's fault. That's what I'm telling you. It's also your fault that I drew this many lands. I know, it's Arena only feature. Look, if Arena can have it, we can have it too, alright? That's what I'm saying. Like, how does Arena get it and Moto doesn't? Probably because, you know, Magic Online is a client from the year 1875. Hey, Rosie Dog, welcome to the stream. So if I attack, they're just going to chump block. Alright, -4. -4, by the way. I'll pay 4 life. Sure would be nice if I had a Cauldron Familiar. I can cast this, because I can use Jegantha mana. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4... Alright, so we're going to go here. Cast the Oven first. And then we go black, green, 1, 2, 3. I think it was worth shocking in the Oven there, although it's kind of close. Because if I don't shock, I can't play the Oven. There's like some world where having the Oven in play is important. Okay, draw 3. Can miss the OG MTGO with the giant card pictures that used to appear on the screen. Like way back in the day. There was there was the LSV video where he like broke Moto with the triple Oblivion ring. Are you talking about that version of Moto? Like, how far back are we talking? There's been a few different versions. Really hope they don't flip this. That would be very bad for me. Fourth version of it? Yeah, this is version 4, right? I lost track. I don't know what version we're in. Nobody even knows. You let him. Why did you let him win? Soto, you can't do me like this. You can't do this to me. Soto, thank you for the 34-month resub. Welcome back, Soto. That is a long time. Appreciate the resub, Soto. How could you let the red decks win? I thought we had this talk, alright. Are they dead? No, they're not even close to dead, right? We can animate Hearse and just send everything. And they have to chump block with the thing in the ice, right? I mean, what are the odds they have 2 castable spells in hand, right? What are the odds? Don't tell me the odds. Don't actually tell me the odds. Nah, they don't have 2 spells. I refuse to believe they have 2 spells in hand. There's no way. Yeah, the red deck does win. And it did win again. Okay, this is a good sign. It's not a good sign if they don't block with the thing in the ice. Oh, but this still kills them, right? Yeah, I was going to say, this still kills them. Okay, so they had 3 lands in hand. Alright, get these hearses back in. Who told me to cut the hearses, by the way? I'm firing every single one of you. Everybody that told me to not play the 3 hearses. You're all out of here. You did that on my own? I don't believe you. I feel like I was coerced. Scatter. Scatter. Are you still playing the combo Soto? The talent stuff? I don't know if I want to play the talents. Actually, there was a list from the NRG tournament that didn't have talents. It was just like black-green with... It was like black-green from a year ago. They had 4 copies of Virtue in the main deck, and that version actually liked... We saw them on camera a couple times, and it didn't look that bad. Like, I almost wonder if everybody is kind of prepared for the combo, if it makes it worse, you know? Yeah, or you could just play talent without the Vraskas. Because Vraska without talent is not very good. Like, but at least talent without Vraska still, I think it does more. Vraska's just too expensive by itself. I was gonna double spell, but the answer is almost always just Fable. See that Rakdos Prowess had 3 copies top 4 yesterday's Pioneer Challenge. Rakdos Prowess, no, but now I kind of want to take a look. What does this Rakdos Prowess deck look like? All right, I'm checking now. Will I be impressed? All right, looking. Rakdos Aggro. This deck? 4 Heartfire, 4 Swift Spear, 2 Sellsword, 4 Challenger, 4 Slickshot, Anger, Rage, Titan Strike, Claim to Fame. I think we played against this earlier. 4 Claim to Fame, 4 Titan Strength. Interesting. Huh. I hadn't seen this list yet. This looks clean. I almost want to play more Sellswords. But yeah, people have tried Gruul versions of this with the green cards being like Audacity, Questing Druid, that kind of stuff. And I feel like I like the green cards better, just because I think the green cards give you better sideboard cards, and Questing Druid is really good against the Rakdos decks. So I think I like the green cards better, but it is close. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's go to combat. Let's do a little bit of cooking here. I would like to find the Ygra at some point. Alright, let's go here, here, here. And then we go pop this for El Talente. Go minus, plus. Then I think we just pass. So then if they remove the devil token, we can respond, sack it to the oven, then use the food to bring back the cat, and then block. Did I miss a food? Oh, if I played the talent first. Yeah, okay, I did miss a food, you're right. That was my bad. I'm going to keep this window open to remind myself to change it after stream. Okay, untap. So that goes there. Then we can go talent, flip, minus here, plus here. The new 3-drop. Which one are you talking about, Soto? The one that makes them not gain life? The card's interesting. So this is whenever you sacrifice a permanent. So why don't we go here, mill to make a food, ping this, and I want to mill myself to try and find Ygra. Okay, we did not find Ygra, but we can go red, black, play Harvester, I guess. And then we can copy the Harvester next turn. All right, there might have been more that I could have done that turn, but it's probably good enough. Surely this is good enough, right? Yeah, the 3/3 haste. That card's cool. I don't know. So it's what, 3/3 haste for 3 when whenever it's dealt damage. What is it? Whenever an opponent when an opponent deals damage to it, they can't gain life for the rest of the game or something. That card would have been a good answer to Amalia. It's funny. Do you think they put that in the set as like a card that was a backstop against Amalia? Because they usually design these sets like a year and a half, maybe sometimes like a year in advance. So they maybe like saw the Amalia deck was doing well, and then they were like, yeah, we should have some kind of backstop against it. And then they just banned the Amalia deck, so they don't even need it anymore. If an opponent deals damage. Yeah, so they have to deal damage to it, right? Oh, I don't have the oven untapped. I guess it's fine because I can just sack food to the familiar. Yeah, this is still fine. Because I can sack food to bring back cat, and then cat dies. Get a food. Thinking the Ice is good. It's maybe not the best against Cauldron Familiar. Yeah. Mill myself. Mill yourself now. Oh, that's lethal. Ygra. Ygra, eater of all. The eater of all. Do you think it actually eats everything? Like when they say all, do you think they really mean all? Or like, define all. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, definitely does not eat lands. That clearly says all, not everything. What the hell's the difference? What is the difference? I don't get it. Doesn't matter, right? Choose a creature. I choose you. You take one, please. Oh, I guess I could just mill them out, huh? Yeah, this is more fun. Mm-hmm. All right, cat, sack, cat. All right, fine. I'll mill them out. All right. All right, 2 big wins. We have them dead on every axis. I think they probably would have taken lethal damage before they got milled out. The 3-drop does not say if an opponent deals damage, it's for all damage. So is it? I forget. Is it damage that it deals? I can't remember. I'm just gonna pull it up because I like vaguely remember what it does, but I want to make sure I 100% know. It shouldn't be that confusing of a card, but I forgot the wording. What'd they do? They whiffed because I didn't have any spells to take, right? Okay. Alright, let me read it. I know it's a 3/3 haste for 3, which is kind of fine in and of itself. Oh, this was the other card that I like. The Needlehead. I like the Needlehead. Must be at the bottom of the page. Yeah, it was like the first card spoiled, right? Screaming Nemesis. Whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage this way, okay. So basically, if you just shock it, then you can proc it. If you can shock it, you can proc it. Well, how do I defeat the Parhelion card? I think the answer is I don't. So I'm going to pretend like they don't have it. Because I can't beat it anyways. Wait, they're not Parhelioning? Oh. No, they definitely are. Maybe they don't have the Greasefang? Hold, please. Alright, volley me, and hearse me. Abrade good, Reins bad, Ob bad. Feed the Swarm being a sorcery is bad. Why is Feed the Swarm at our sideboard, by the way? I'm assuming there's a reason, but I can't think of it. Claim bad. I can cut the witnesses, maybe. Oh, right. Rest in peace, Lane Line, Lockdown. Okay, sure. Always forget that card kills enchantments. Yeah, it's a good call. You're right. Alright, you have to cut 2 more cards against the Greasefang. I think it's 1 Fable. Maybe 1 Ygra. I feel like I'm not trying to get to Ygra as much in this matchup. Trim a talent. Would you rather trim a talent than a Ygra? Sure. 1 talent down. I'm no longer talented. Well, I mean, I never was, but... Okay. We can cook with this. Well, we cannot cook with this if they have a discard spell. That would be bad. But they will simply not have a turn 1 discard spell. Yeah, drawing an oven would be nice. Take a Harvester too. Sure, I'll accept. Kind of accomplishes the same thing. But then I have to hold up mana next turn. What do you think of the new 1/1 that exiles a card till your next turn when it dies? Oh, that's the artifact creature, right? I think that card's cool. I don't exactly know what you're meant to do with it, but I do think that card is cool. It's got some things you can do. Okay. Why would they just push the cat main phase? Weird. I guess they're playing around top deck Deadly Dispute. It's reasonable. Just seems like the cat's not that relevant, though. I can always dispute the blood token. You're picking my poison? Alright, my poison has been picked. Yeah, the 1/1 card, Kenny Darko. I think that card is good, but I'm not convinced it's better than Unlucky Witness, because Witness gets you get to look at 2 cards for it, which I like. Yeah. And these decks have been trimming on Unlucky Witness already. So I think if you are in the market for that card over Unlucky Witness specifically, you are probably doing something with artifacts. And I think the thing that maybe comes to mind the most is Oni Cult Anvil. But you need some other sort of artifact synergy. Maybe like in Soul Artifact with Shrapnel Blast. Could do that. People would not main deck Relic in this format, I don't think. So I guess we have to pass here with the intention of pop this, discard this, push this. Does it make Rakdos Affinity playable? In Pioneer? I don't think that card's quite good enough for Modern. Like, in the Affinity decks that have a ton of... In the Affinity decks that have, like, a whole bunch of the Sojourner's Companions, all that kind of stuff, I think you're probably better off just playing Memnites and Ornithopters, because those don't require mana investments. And they sort of give you this like ritual-esque effect where they're much better. Like the zeros are much better with the affinity cards because they act like dark rituals, whereas this doesn't quite accomplish that same goal. It's a different thing going on, but it's bad. No bueno. Okay, go here. I guess we hold the blood. I don't think it matters. We're kind of just dead. It's like shockingly hard for this deck to beat an Essicus Chariot. Shockingly hard. Well, we could beat the first one, not the second one. Yeah, but the problem is we're not really that close to comboing right now. Yeah, my draws were kind of mid. I think, honestly, the big difference this game was them having the Pick Your Poison for the talent. If we had this in play still, like, maybe this game is different, but yeah, we're just mega dead. Il Jefe. Reasonable hand. Not fantastic by any means, but probably good enough. Can't really complain about any hand that has Harvester into Fable. Okay. After not playing against Phoenix for an entire 2 weeks, we've now played against it 3 times today. Ebbs and flows, I guess, right? I guess that's a pretty big question, is how good is this matchup? What is that from? I've never seen this before. I totally missed that. I had no idea. I probably should buy them. I didn't even know they made a promo version. Never seen it before. Today I learned there is a special guest Ledger Shredder. How much are they? I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go do some investigating. Does anybody know what website I am going to purchase cards? Any ideas? Anybody? Ledger Shredder. Jellomoose gets it. I'm going to the lovely website of CoolStuffInc.com. Unfortunately, they are out of stock. You hate to see it. Regular shutters? Wait. Oh, they're 12. Okay, I thought they were 17 for a second. 2-4 Shredder, huh? Uno, dos. Brother. I mean, we just slammed the Ygra, right? How did they kill this thing? Limited supply, super high demand. Well, if it's a special guest, you should be able to open them in Bloomborough packs, right? I'm assuming it's just like any special guest. But I don't know exactly what the print run is on those, so maybe they're a little bit harder to find. Yeah, very rarely. Oh wait, I could have just killed the Shredder. What am I doing? I forgot the Shredder had 2 damage on it. What am I doing? I should have killed the Shredder. That was stupid. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. All right, I'm going to see if a different website has them. Shredder. Borderless, I'm assuming? I mean, there's like 14 pages of them in stock here. They appear to be between $15 to $16. It's reasonable. I still might buy them. They look really nice. But I can only afford them if we get more Prime subs. Any primers in chat? Anybody got a spare Prime sub? It is the best way to support the stream. I don't know if you know this, but in case you didn't, Amazon Prime owners and subscribers can link their Amazon account to their Twitch account and unlock 1 free sub every single month. So if anybody's got an Amazon Prime account that they haven't linked to their Twitch, now's the best time to do it. Stop with the cats. I have enough cats, okay? Hold on a second. Let me think about how I want to do this. Did we just try to kill them this turn? We can go Harvester, sack, kill the Phoenix, 10/10 Ygra, and then cast Deadly Dispute, sack the blood token. We can just try to go for it. We would need to find like a fatal push or something. It's kind of worth it though. I mean, at the very least, it's going to make them chump block with Shredder. I'm doing it. It's a bit of a gamble. But the problem is I have to do that first. Because if I dispute first, then I don't have the blood token in play to be able to kill the Phoenix. Excuse me. Alright, let's let them loot. Yeah, loot's fine. Uh, 10, 11, 12. I guess we get one more look at Fatal Push, but I have to sacrifice the Reflection. Huh. So I probably don't want to do that, right? Seems like kind of a spew. So maybe I just go to combat first. Okay, they chump block anyways, which is nice. They just can't ever kill this card, huh? It's kind of messed up. Let's go here, trigger here. Alright, go. I mean, they can chump block it a bunch with Phoenixes. So I guess that's their plan, right? Is just get a bunch of Phoenixes into play and then chump block this ad nauseum. Is there a good way to give Ygra trample so we can get past blockers? That'd be kind of nice. If there was some sort of relatively quote-unquote free way to do it that didn't really cost you a card. Huntsman's Redemption. What about the green talent? Hunter's talent? No, no, we're not playing Battle Rage. We're not doing that. Not happening. Brawn is a good one. Hey, I would play Brawn if I could. It's actually only 4 mana, but you were 29,290 off. Close enough. That is a bold attack. Or did I do a single push? I mean, I guess they kind of have to, right? It's not getting any better for them. Ygra, eater of all. So 1818, by the way. Big cat. Can we get a big cat spam going on? Can we, chat, can you spam big cat for me, please, and thank you? Underutilized emote. When the cat is large. Alright, volley my ass. Is that it? I don't think I want any of this stuff, right? You have to cut 4 cards against the Arclight Phoenix deck. What are the 4 cards that you are cutting? Talk to me, chat. What are we cutting? Very, very large cat indeed. Probably Claim the Firstborn. Cut Devil against them. I guess Devil just doesn't line up that well against their... Yeah, that's a good point. I'm down. Keep 1, maybe. Alright, I'll buy it. I never really thought about cutting Devil against them, but it does make sense. It just doesn't line up that well against their red removal. And their creatures are... Like, you can't really ever kill a Ledger Shredder with a Mayhem Devil. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, I guess I could keep the Claim It over the last Devil. Maybe that's good. Yeah, it just dies. It's the issue. Alright, nothing suspicious here. I promise I don't have a Fatal Push. I just want to pay 2 life to feel something. Nothing to see here, Will. Nothing to see here. I did, yeah. We looked at the spoilers earlier today, Pequal. Kind of like my TLDR on the lands is I think that they are good for 3-color decks. I don't think they're actually that good for, like, 2-color aggressive decks, because the 2-color aggressive decks really need the early fixing. Like, for example, if you're looking at a deck like Gruul, sometimes they have, like, red and green 1-drops, right? They have 1-drops of different colors, and they really need the fixing early, which is why they play a bunch of fast lands and shock lands, and these lands don't necessarily do that for you, so I think they are better for different decks. They are good, though. They're just not as good for, like, 2-color aggressive decks. Yeah, they're better if you're, like, on a very light splash, and your splash is sort of later into the game. Then that's when they're a little bit better. Okay, so they picked up Prankster, 3, 6, 7 with a land, so we don't have to hearse yet. Yeah, Gruul and Standard could be a good idea. So, if I let this go, is this a May? No, so if they hit a spell, they are required to take a spell, which means they only have 6 cards in the graveyard. But then they can play land and have Cruise. So I should eat now just to play around that. Goro Otoro, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. Welcome back, Goro. Appreciate the resub. Thank you for the 2 months, Goro. Consider. I haven't played Standard in a little bit. We could maybe play some Standard later this week. Tomorrow we have to do Modern because of the MTGO Masters. But maybe Thursday we could do some Standard. Would you guys like that? Like again. I saw that, but is there enough enchantments to make ethereal armor a thing in Standard? I'm not convinced there is. Oh, not this. They tape to bring him out. Can you imagine if they Brotherhood send me next turn? Please don't do that. Please do not cast Brotherhood's End. Okay, we'll do this now. Ooh, I did forget about the roll tokens. That is something I forgot about. Okay, roll tokens could maybe sell me on armor. Is there enough good, cheap cards that make rolls? Well, okay, here's the issue with that, right? Like, the rolls, the way they're designed, you can't have 2 rolls on one creature. So it's like, maybe the synergy is not quite there, because Ethereal Armor historically wants to play, like, you want to go tall with armor, but if you have a bunch of things that make rolls, you just can't go tall with that, you know? Yeah, the vendor is good. The vendor is good. That's the 2/2 for 2, right? And then you combat, you pay 1 to make a roll. There's a card that puts rolls on all of your rats. Wait, really? I don't remember that one. Yeah, what's that one called? Yeah, the vendor was the one that I was thinking of. What time is it? 7. Should be able to finish this. Is this working yet? It's like it's like 30 seconds behind, and I don't know why. How'd that game 3 go? There was there a game 3? No, we 2-0'd them, right? Yeah, we 2-0'd them. I mean, I guess it's just better to level this up, right? Yeah. And then hopefully we can find an oven next turn. Yeah, it looks like they're playing Angels. The coveted good into Phoenix. So it's funny because I think before Ygra, the matchup was not great for RakSac, but how the hell is Phoenix supposed to beat that card? They can't ever kill it. It's a 6/6 and they have to sack a thing, you know? It's even worse for them than Vein Ripper was. Because at least Vein Ripper, they could Lightning Axe it and just move on with their life, you know? Yeah, but even if they bounce it, they still have to sack a thing. Alright, please don't kill this. I'm asking very nicely, please don't kill this. I'm asking nicely, okay? I said the word please. You cannot hit Skyclave. Alright, kill my Talon, please. Bro, I asked nicely. What are you doing? You can't do that. That's not fair. Do you not even know what the word please means? They don't even know. I think we have to go here because we need to find that untapped land next turn. I don't even know what the play is if we find untapped land. The plan is die, that's what the plan is. Twisted Sewer Witch. 5 mana, 3/4. When it enters the battlefield, make a rat with creature can't block. Then for each rat you control, make a wicked roll token attached to that rat. It's good with the Sewer King, right? Or the 3/3 that exiles cards. Yeah, I don't really think we have outs. I do not think we have outs. Maybe if I had 1 more mana. Wait, hold on. No. I think I found an out. Is it discard Ygra double flip talent? Sacrifice blood, food, illusion, mill over second cat. That is the out, right? Yeah, that's the out. So mill here. Yeah, we can win if we mill the second cap. Okay. So we get, what, 6 looks at the second cap? This card is so cool. I feel bad, alright? I disrespected the talent before, but it's much better than I thought it was. That gives us 1 more look, right? No, because we have to flip this. Yeah, so we have to go... Wait, it's not enough, right? Wait, we're down to permanent. No, it's not enough, right? Yeah, it doesn't work. Because we have to sacrifice this, this, and this. Oh, we can play the Talon. Right, okay. We can play the second Talon. Yeah, okay. Because we have to keep a Talon. We have to keep a cat in play, correct? So now we go... Oh, right, this one gives you a food. Got it, okay. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Not cat. It doesn't matter because we're getting a food off of this, right? So we just have to mill the second cap. Cat my ass, please. Alright, so that makes a food. Alright, cat me? Cat me? Yes! Let's go! God, we were so dead this game. Might as well mill them too. Unreal. This deck is so sick. So sick, dude. I had one more look. How did I have one more look? Oh, because I can... Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah. I think I know how you get one more look. Yeah, because I had 2 food. God. This deck is sick. I had no business winning that game. Okay, so Meathook... Is Meathook actually good? Their creatures get pretty large. I'm not sure that Meathook is where you want to be against them. Mexico. Abrade, no. Feed the Swarm, maybe, because they probably have Rest in Peace. We kind of need to bring in Feed the Swarm. Yeah, I'm gonna bring in Swarms. I'm not gonna bring in Massacres, though. You have to cut 3 cards against them. If they have Rest in Peace, this card gets a lot worse. So we can do that, and then maybe, like, I don't want to cut a Talent. Just cut a Dispute, maybe. I don't want to cut any of these cards, to be honest with you. A good trick is to keep priority and sack multiple foods for cats to keep milling yourself. What do you mean? So, oh, so the same trick that you would do with Mayhem Devil before, where you would, like, sacrifice food to bring back cat, respond to that trigger, sacrifice another food, is what you're saying? Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, that's like the same thing you did before with Mayhem Devil. This hand could beat a Rest in Peace. What do you put back? Is it this? I think it's Mayhem Devil. It feels really weird, but I think it's Devil. I mean, Fable is better than Devil, right? You need one castle for the grindy matchups. Exactly 1 castle in every black-red deck. It's a requirement. No, it's not really, but it is for the grindy matchups. Bishop. You're never killing the bishop, are you? Maybe, actually. No, I don't think I care as much about the bishop. I'm just going to play Harvester. I would care way more about something like Righteous Valkyrie or the 3/3. I think I'd rather save their removal spells for those. Or also if they just, like, if they draw Rest in Peace next turn, you know? Then I'd rather kill that. I am also going to kill the Jegantha this turn. It's like a little sus to let them keep that in play. Gives them mana to play 3s. They missed a land drop last turn. I think it's good to kill the Jegantha. But we still have Rest in Peace covered, so... I was going to say, I'm holding this the whole game until you cast that Rest in Peace, because I know you have it. Okay. So, let's go... See ya. Is it worth attacking? Trading Goblin Shaman token for Spirit? Let's dispute first. I do kind of want the treasure, right? Yeah, I think the treasure is worth it. It's kind of close, though. Can sack after blocks. I don't think I want to, though. I think I just want the extra mana. This looks a little weird, but I think I want to do it this way. Because, like, the more mana is better if I eventually draw Ygra. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. It's 1 mana for 2 free cards. Well, they're not free because I let them keep the 1/1. Oh. That is nice. So, I guess we will take the Righteous Valkyrie. I think that one's scarier. So let's do that. Let's go combat, send here. Yeah. Here, do this. And then we go deploy second Fable. And now the question is, do we want to just use the treasures to play Cat Oven? I'm going to play the Oven, but not the Cat, because we can actually get value out of the Cat by discarding it to Fable. So I think this is better. You're going to let me untap with Reflection? I don't know if I would do that. Could have sacked Valk for food. Oh. Jesus Christ. You know. Okay, now I'm not discarding Cat. Yeah, maybe it was better to discard the Valk to make food. Could have been better. Yeah, maybe you're right. Because then I would have had more food. Yeah, that would have been probably a little bit better. 1985. Alright, all of your stuff is dead. It's all dead. Kill it all. Get this stuff off the battlefield. Okay, so that comes back, and then we go combat, hit with both. I don't think it's lethal this turn, but it's pretty damn close, right? Okay. Now we go... I mean, we just go to end phase, right? Yeah, I want to leave the cat in the graveyard. Because we just go sack here, and then this pings this pings them. If they end up forcing us to bring the cat back, like if they have Rest in Peace, this is slightly worse, but... they're just dead. It doesn't really matter. Even if they cast Rest in Peace, we just have them dead. Alright, we're cooking. Cooking with the sack. Alright, I would like to play first. Jegantha. Also, last opportunity to get those Prime subs in. Don't forget, folks, if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link that to your Twitch account and unlock that one free subscription every single month. I think we have to say goodbye to the cats for now. They'll come back, though, don't worry. They'll be back eventually. A Battlefield Forge. What are they cooking with the forge over there? We are going to find out. No, I feel like if they were heroic, they would be Jegantha, right? I think. Could be some kind of, like, mono-white mid-range deck. Similar to the decks that are in Standard. What was the original title for Metallica's Kill 'Em All? No idea. No idea. I'm not that old. Marching the Oven. Metal up your ass. I didn't know that. I can see why they probably didn't want to go with that title, right? I really want to find Fable this turn. Yeah, that's kind of the downside, right? Because now I'm just taking my turn off. I guess we just replaced the oven, so it's kind of fine, but I just got time walked. I did try Rakdos Tree. I was not a big fan of that deck. The point of Tree is that it combos with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. So if you have Tree under a Cauldron, you can... Speaking of Cauldron... if you have Tree under a Cauldron, you can put the counter on your creature, and then that creature has the Cauldron ability. And because of that, I'm going to do it now, actually. Your creature has the Cauldron ability, right? And then, what was I going to say? You like put the counter on a 1/1, and then the 1/1 now has the ability to tree them, and you can swap their life total with your 2/2. Yeah. I don't think I'm sacking the other food here. Kind of no reason to. Although if they exile the familiar, this is kind of bad. So the big issue that I had with the tree deck, and which was maybe not an issue I had the first time I played it, and I don't know if it was just my draws or if something has changed about the metagame, but the problem with the tree deck is you do the combo, right? Which is, we did this multiple times, where you set up the combo, but your combo doesn't actually kill them. Your combo only deals them 18 damage. Say they're at 20, you put a counter on a 1/1, you have a 2/2, you swap, they go to 2. But like actually dealing them the last couple of points of damage against decks that have a lot of incidental life gain can actually be kind of weirdly difficult. And that did materialize a couple of times. How do I do this? I think I sack map. Okay. So now we go to the skies. And to the skies, I mean to the Elks. Some good shocks in that deck. I mean, you have a couple, right? Like you have Voldaren Thrillseeker, Voldaren Epicure, and you have Fable the Mirrorbreaker that can copy those. So you have some ways to deal direct damage. So it, like, in theory, it should make sense. Ob Nixilis postboard, stuff like that. Like, there are definitely ways around it, but I don't know. It was weird. It just feels weird to go through these hoops and like go through all of this stuff, but not actually kill your opponent, you know? I did not see the new creature type leyline now. Fetal Bush. Alright, map me. Map me. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't have mapped. Fuck. Yeah, this is fine. It's actually not fine, because now I can't play Jegantha. I don't think I want that. Yeah, okay, I shouldn't have mapped. I forgot I had one less mana than I thought I did for some reason. Oh, because they want to draw a card. Got it. I see. So now we just go here. Turn 3 Sorin put Emrakul the Eon's Torn into play? What are you talking about? Leyline of Transformation. Opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. Enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other types. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. So you just name Vampire, and then you can just Sorin put whatever you want into play? Wait, so that's why they banned Sorin and Pioneer, right? Because they knew they were printing this ley line. Unironically, though. but what if that was true, you know? Let him cook. This combo's kind of busto in Modern. I mean, it's not, right? There's no way that's good. There's no way that's good. Alright, save me, Jeff. Jeff, you're going to need to do a lot of heavy lifting, buddy. I'm going to need you to carry me on your back. They do ban cards that are problem with advanced knowledge of what is coming. Yeah, I don't know if Opal Saga's a really good example. Opal was going to get banned regardless. Regardless of whether or not they printed Saga, Opal was going to go within, its time was done, right? I think I have to do this. Would have much rather had Disputed, but... High noon. Remember those 2 cats that I bottomed? Could really use a cat right about now. Leyline, Nantuko, Risen Reef equals new Nadu. So Leyline, Elemental, Risen Reef, hit a land, get a 1/1, that triggers Risen Reef. Yeah, but what happens when you hit a creature? Then you don't have a land trigger, right? And also, don't the Risen Reef lands come into play tapped? They do, right? Wait, it's fixed Nadu. Hold on, they did it. They fixed Nadu. That's how we fix it. Holy shit, we figured it out. I feel like we're dead. I feel like we are very, very dead. Why didn't they sack? Alright, I don't want to play anymore. We are so dead. This matchup seems abysmal, by the way. Alright, feed the Swarm for Rip. Thoughtseize, probably. Fatal Push is atrocious against them. Volley seems bad. They don't play a lot of creatures. Hook me? Claim out, and... maybe a Talon, I guess? I'm not going to bring in the hooks. Yeah, this matchup seems awful. They have so many ways to exile, too, which is a big problem. Okay, this hand cooks. At least this hand can cook. YMCA. Sunfall, Lockdown, Announcement, Emperor, Fable. I don't even know. What the fuck? I guess Fable, right? What if I told you I can't beat any of these cards? Would you believe me? I was thinking that the Lockdown didn't matter as much because I had Fable. I'm going to take Fable. I mean, it matters for sure, but like by the time they lock down, I could like dispute sack cat or something, Which actually means I shouldn't play cat this turn. Because if I play cat this turn, next turn I'm going to play Fable, then they can lock down the cat, so. Ooh, now I can just discard 2 cats, which is nice. Instead of YMCA, the new lyrics are Jeffrey Bezos. Any primers? Any Prime Gaming subs in the chat? Okay. So we have 5 mana. I mean, I guess, right? Like, I'm not gonna play the Witness into the thing. It's kind of chilling though. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we're going to game 3. Lockdown tokens deck. It is a strategy. I'm kind of like, I saw the same thing in standard, and I kind of just didn't understand it. Like, they're playing a lot of 2-mana permanents for the lockdowns, you know. Well, you see, we could draw lands. Streamer, no. This is my 6. You want me to go to 5? How am I winning on 5? It's pretty good 5. This never ends. I wish this never ends. I want to put back Oven. Alright, get the Yeds. Any Yeds? Get the Yeds ready, folks. Don't type them yet, but get them ready, okay? It's very important. Where are you? I'm going to tell you right now, the card Temporary Lockdown does not exist. Alright? It does not exist, and it can hurt you. I pass. No. Lockdown is not real, okay? See? I told you, Lockdown is not real. It doesn't... It's a fake card. Fake card alert. Fake card alert. Voice inside my head. Alright, Fable. Fable. Now I think we pass. Although it's nice to hit a land drop off this. Yeah, we should probably just do this main phase to try and hit a land drop, right? The freest attack of all time. They won't block. Told ya. -1. Okay. So, now what? What if I disputed their Fable? Or Feed the Swarm their Fables, rather, sorry. Is that bad? Kind of don't hate it. It doesn't set me up that well for next turn, though. I mean, I'm just going to cast Fable next turn. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill their Fable. Yeah, that was kind of the plan. And I just want to keep them off seeing a bunch of cards. Then I could play my own Fable next turn. I think it's fine. Yeah, it's not great. I mean, these matchups just come down to who, like, resolves more Fables. These Fable mirrors are... They're not the most interesting, you know? There's some play, but a lot of the time it's who resolves more of this card. And, like, the fact that I couldn't play mine the turn after they played theirs, you know? Like, I had to wait an extra turn because I missed the land drop. The new Demonic Tutor with Sword and Leyline. I guess you could make everything a demon, right? Well, no, because then if you make everything a demon, then you can't tutor for it with... You can't put it into play with Sorin. But I guess you can just get... You just get Delirium, name Vampire, and then tutor for either half of the combos. Is that what you're thinking? I mean, I'm sure people will try Leyline Sorin in Modern, but there's no way it's good. I refuse to believe. Tutor Gristlebrand. Oh, I see. You don't have to name Demon because you already have a good Demon to search for. Right, okay. I see what you're saying. Did they cast a Beza for no value? Just 4 mana 4/5 coming in. Okay. That maybe gives us a chance. That's like the only card that even remotely has any text whatsoever. The problem is, this talent is not leveled. That's the problem. And it's what, 5 mana to do both? So even if I discard Ygra, Devil, rip untap land, attack, play untap land, 5 mana, flip, we're not going to have enough material to sack, right? Unless they don't block with Beza. Is that our out? So discard Ygra, Devil, attack, they don't block, untap land, double flip talent, end step, sack, shaman token, food, Fable, flip over 2 cats. Oh, that's true. If they block, I get food. That's a good point. So it'd be the same thing either way. Yeah. Oh, no, but I need the extra food in play, right? Because I need the food that I get off of this to bring back the first cat, right? Well, I didn't draw land anyway, so it didn't matter. Fuck. So close. Now what? So now I guess we just go witness level talent pass. Or maybe it's... Yeah, because I need to play at least a second blocker. And again, I think the only way out is level talent and then get back the Ygra next turn. So, if they have 2 removal spells, I'm dead, but not much I can do about that. So yeah, even if they block the shaman token, that, like, say I hit the untapped land, if they block the shaman token and I get a food, I then have to sack food, Fable, and then I don't have a food left over, even if I mill over the cat. So, like, I can mill over 2 cats, but I have no way to bring them back. Because I have to lose the food to the talent. I think I don't want to trade, because I need the extra creature in play for the talent. I guess I had the food token. Maybe it was fine to trade. Those do not help. I really just want to find a lane at this point. Well, it didn't matter anyways. GG's. Maybe I wasn't dead necessarily, but yeah, it was tough. Just like kind of stumbled on lands a little bit. I had a chance that last turn if I hit an untapped land to get back the Ygra. But even then, it was like I would have to mill over 2 cats in the top 6 cards. So still would have been a little unlikely. But deck was fun. Ygra was extremely powerful. Highly recommend this deck if you're into the Rakdos sacrifice stuff. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, do the YouTube stuff, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, YouTube.